Good morning, sir. I am Bhaglakshmi from Lakshadpet, employee ID APL 42387. Present I am not working, but I have interest to do this video about medicines. I am discussing about how many types of drugs we are using. Mainly, we are using 17 types of drugs. First one, anti-diabetic drugs. Second one, anti-hypertensive drugs. Third one, anti-angina drugs. Fourth one, anti-arrhythmia. Fifth one, coagulant drugs. Sixth one, anticoagulants. Seventh one, lipid lowering drugs. Eighth one, antidiuretics. Ninth one, anti-ulcer drugs. 10th one, antidepressants. 11th one, anti-anxiety drugs. 12th one, antipsychotic drugs. 13th one, anti-convulsant drugs. 14th one, anti-Parkinson drugs. 15th one, anti-tuberculosis drugs. 16th one, anti-thyroid drugs. 17th one, anti-diabetics. 17th drugs, antibiotics. I am discussing about each drug. First one, anti-diabetic drugs. Increased sugar levels in blood is called diabetics. Diabetics are mainly two types: insulin dependent diabetes mellitus and insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. For example, Amarillo, Dionil, G-Maru, Glucorillo, Glimistar M1, Glimistar M2, Izril M1, Izril M2, Histameto, Janimeto, Jorilu. So many types of drugs we are used. Second one, anti-hypertensive drugs. Increased blood volume in arteries is called blood pressure. For example, Amlovas, Telmikind, Telma, Carbis, Cankaru, Cartel, Eritel, Telmikind, Sartel, Vimada. So many types of drugs we are used in anti-hypertensive. Third one, anti-anginal drugs. Suddenly chest pain in heart is called anginal drugs. For example, isosorbate mononitrate, isosorbate dinitrate, Nicorandil. Fourth one, anti-arrhythmia drugs. Irregular heartbeat. For example, nifedipine, terbutaline, adenosine, digoxin. Next one, coagulant drugs. These are blood clottings. For example, K-start, ethyl xylate, tranexamic acid. Next one, anticoagulant drugs. For example, ecosprin, aspirin, clopidogrel, clopidogrel, warfarin. Next one, lipid lowering drugs. These are control the bad cholesterol. For example, atorvastatin, rosuvastatin, simvastatin, fenofibrate. Next one, antidiuretics. These are control the swelling in the body. For example, furosemide, torsemide, mannitol, spironolactone, hydrochlorothiazide. Next one, anti-ulcer drugs. Presence of hydrochloric acid in the stomach producing heartburn is called ulcer. For example, pantoprazole, rabiprazole, omeprazole, esomeprazole. Next one, antidepressants. These are physical and mental conditions. For example, amitriptyline, nortriptyline, sertraline, fluoxetine, paroxetine, escitalopram. Next one, anti-anxiety drugs. For example, diazepam, lorazepam, clonazepam, alprazolam. Next one, anti-psychotic drugs. For example, Sizodane, Rizarpine, paroxetine. Next one, anti-Parkinson drugs. These are shake hands and legs. For example, levodopa and carbidopa. Next one, anticonvulsants. These drugs are used to treat fits. For example, Levifil, Levera, Levepsy, Oxetol, Jeptol, sodium valproate. Next one, anti-tuberculosis drugs. These drugs are mainly effect in lungs. For example, rifampicin, ethambutol, pyrazinamide, isoniazid. Anti-thyroid drugs. These are mainly effect in thyroid. For example, Thyronam 50 mg, 100 mg, Thyrox 50 mg, 100 mg. Next one, antibiotics. These are kills the microorganism are called Antibiotics. Antibiotics are gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. These are tetracyclines, quinolones, antifungal drugs. Antifungal drugs are clotrimazole, itraconazole, fluconazole. Next, acyclovir, albendazole, mebendazole, and anti-malarial drugs. Thank you.